trouble. But let me tell you something. No matter what you're going through, the famine and the crisis that's in the land is affecting the rich and the poor, even the middle class. So no matter what you're going through in your personal life, we all are going through some things right now, but we will survive. The lepers begin to have a conversation. They begin to pick up some fortitude in their mind, and they begin to say, if we stay here, we gon' die. If we stay here, we gon' die. And if we go in the city, they die anyway. So they gon' die from what I'm going through, because they're dying anyway. But I'm not gonna go to the city with the famine, but let's go to the Syrians camp. Let's go back to the enemy's camp. I can hear the old saints say, let's go to the enemy's camp and let's take back everything that the devil has stole from us. So they said, well, we go to the city with our people, we gonna die because they hungry. It's a famine over there. But let's just go to the enemy's camp. And the Bible says, but when they came to the edge of the camp, no man was there. And the Bible goes on to say that simultaneously, when they made up their mind to make a step, that the Lord sent a sound to the Syrians camp, and they thought that the kings was coming against him. Let me tell you something, believers, when you begin to make one step, the Lord has already sent a sound in your enemy's ear. When you begin to make one step, he's causing the strongholds to fall down. Every wall that tried to block you, come on, believers, every brown noser that tried to cut you off on the job, the Lord has already sent a sound. He's just waiting for you to make a step. And the Bible goes on to say that the lepers, when they got to the camp, the Syrians had already gone. But not only did the Syrians leave, but they left all their goods. And that's what God is saying for the believers right now. What he's doing is right now, somebody is in your house and they're fixing it up the way you want it fixed up. And God said, this is what I'm gonna do. Somebody's in your house, they've already bought your car, they put the rims on it that you want on it. Come on, come on, come on. That car is loaded. And God is saying, what I'm doing is, I'm sending a sound. Have you noticed that a lot of rich people, when they hear the sound of economic crisis, they start selling things for